As a Palestinian American, it is so heartwarming to see everybody here. I'm overwhelmed with the support that everybody is giving Palestine. It's the first time in my lifetime that I have seen such support in America for Palestinians. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Before my father passed away in 2020, he dictated a family history book with my sister-in-law. And it goes back to my father's grandfather's time and tells the history of how they were in Palestine and how they survived the Depression, World War II, and the Nakba. So I've decided to read a page, or part of a page, about refugees, because I think it's very pertinent in today's world. It was not long before our own family joined thousands of others as displaced Palestinians. We, however, were luckier than most. We had a helping hand in getting out of harm's way and a friendly destination toward which to steer. Our maternal uncle, Ahmed El-Khatib, has been in the Arab League since he was a teenager and acquired officer's ranks by 1948. As his unit crossed the Jordan in May of 1948, he began searching for his older sister and her children. He eventually found us. Moreover, he offered to help us cross into Jordan where we would be safer. The trip from Ramallah to Amman is not a long one and normally not dangerous, but it was in 1948. The main paved route went through Jerusalem and Jericho. Israeli soldiers had stationed a machine gun nest in Jerusalem near the Hebrew University, which sprayed bullets on the main road, making travel east rather deadly. Uncle Ahmed convinced his sister to travel by the safest possible means, riding in a well-marked Jordanian armored car. The tragic comedy scene of mother trying to enter a crowded armored car was memorable. I'm sure it was. As the door was closed, she embarked on prayer, asking the Lord to protect her children. Her prayers were apparently answered as we navigated the road out of Jerusalem and reached Jericho, where we exchanged an army vehicle for a civilian one that transported us to Amman, Jordan. That capital city was not the Amman that turned into 5 or 6 decades later. It was a town of about 30,000 residents, which felt the strains of hosting thousands of Palestinian refugees. Our good luck continued as we were spared much of the disgrace of being refugees. We had a family in Jordan. We were fortunate. Uncle Ahmed took us into his home where we were out of harm's way. Palestinian refugees were asked to register with the newly established United Nations Refugee and Works Agency in order to receive international donations of food and shelter. I went to their post to register us as Palestinian refugees. As I stood in line waiting for my turn, tears welled up. I could not take the insult. I broke rank and returned to tell my mother of my attempt at securing some food rations, which were bread and dry milk, by the way, and my failure. She simply said she understood and that we shall manage to survive with dignity somehow. For many years, I wondered about the wisdom of my youthful act. I contemplated if I should have swallowed my pride for the sake of my family. Many years went by before my sister Samira told me that she acted to rectify my failure. Samira went and registered us as refugees. To my knowledge, however, we never even took a loaf of bread from any international donor. I think that really emphasizes the pride of the Palestinian people. They don't want handouts. They want their land. They want their family. They want everything that we have been fortunate to have here in America. And the occupation and the apartheid, I've witnessed, and it's very much real. There's a killing of an average Palestinian young man every day in the West Bank. We're not even talking about the massacres in Gaza. The West Bank is going to suffer too. And I have family and friends there, and I'm terribly worried about them. And the only way that we can help them is to raise our voices and tell our stinking government to get out of funding Israel.